What's up, guys? I'm Karen. Let me see your manager. We're back with episode 250 of Room Tour Project, the series where we show off some of the best setups to give you some ideas and inspiration for your own setup. Big 250 already. See anything you like today? I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it all out. We'll kick it off now. 250. Alright, first up we have nothing. This is certainly something, because I am loving the tones going on here. That nice emerald sort of darker green shade for the wall looks really nice. Also complementing the wallpapers and the actual plants going on, so loving the tones set for this one. He's rocking a 34-inch Asus monitor, the PG348Q. You can see he's got it mounted on a bracket off to the right side to free up some more desktop space on that beautiful wooden butcher block there. Just leave more room for all the gear and hardware he has going on. So checking some of it out, the speakers on each side of the display are the Adam Audio T5V. And also for the rest of his peripherals, we have an IMK Corne split Ergo keyboard. He has Lubed Alpaca switches inside. And in the back, he has the Hadron V3 with Lubed H1 switches to go along with his Model O wireless. Then also for audio, we have the Meze 99 Neo headphones and the Audeze LCD 2. Loving the matching green padding he has going on for an extra mod on the Audeze cans. Now, to keep the space really, clean and minimal overall, I don't believe the PC is on or anywhere near the desk, because you can see from this shot, that's a pretty, wide angle of the desk and everything off to the left side. So I believe his PC is either on the floor or somewhere near. But for the Lian Li 011D mini case, he has a Ryzen 5 5600X CPU with a Noctua NH-D15 cooler, 32 gigs of G-Skill Trident Z RAM, not RGB mind you, and an RTX 3080 Founders Edition. And again, you can see from this shot, the PC very well hidden. It does look like it's off on its own stand off to the left side of the desk under the record player, so who knows, maybe that's it. But again, I'm just loving the tones here, nice and earthy, checking off all the boxes. They're really nice and clean setup here. Next up is Cory B. I guess you could also say a, earthy tone setup in the literal sense, because he has the print of the mountainscape above the setup and the mountains in the wallpaper, but still giving us, a warm sort of feel overall. Can categorize this one as cozy, right? So Cory's also going with the single monitor approach here with an MSI 32-inch 165Hz display. I'm liking the Echo Show 5 underneath, sort of like, a nice little smart device there with the display. For those speakers on each side, they are from Razer, the Monochrome. For his main set of peripherals, we have a custom and Pro 2 keyboard, nice and customized, with a Logitech G305 Lightspeed mouse, and a SteelSeries Quick mousepad. Then also for audio, his headset off to the left side on its own wooden stand to sort of match the lamp and stuff as well. Got the SteelSeries Arctis 7. Nice and wireless there, freeing up some space for the cables. Now, over to the PC. He said it's a pre-made from CyberPower PC, but he customized some of the internals and stuff, and this thing is looking nice, gotta say it. Inside is a Ryzen 7 3700 CPU with their own 120mm AIO, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM, and an Asus B550 motherboard, and an EVGA RTX 3070 Ultra GPU. But loving that frosty, icy theme going on. And then on the other side of the room, got the display cases, a nice aquarium there. Well, I guess it's not an aquarium because there's no fish. It's, I guess, more so a terrarium because he has a gecko inside. Looking nice, though. But altogether from Cory B, a well-organized, clean, put together, hitting those minimal notes in terms of design and stuff. Good stuff all around. Now is Dylan K hitting us with just the perfection here. Whew! All monochrome, super clean, nothing out of order. Man, the symmetry even, on point. Let's dive into this beauty, because he's rocking a Gigabyte 27-inch 170Hz display here, the M27Q. Also up top you can see, instead of having a desktop lamp or anything to help free up some space, he has one of those monitor light bars. Also real quick to point out, I like the white shelf he has where the speakers are sitting on, and you can see the actual monitor arm is also, whether spray painted white or comes white by default, it helps it blend in more. For his main peripherals, he's a KBD fan's low-profile aluminum case with some pure white Ducky 1-2 mini keycaps on there. For the mouse, the Razer Viper Ultimate, and obviously in the Mercury edition, so again, all white, nice and matching. Those speakers, the Vanatude Transparent Zero. Then also for audio, his headphones are the Hi-Fi Man Sundara, and they're powered by the Schiit Magni 3 Plus amp, which was mounted off to the right side underneath his desk. Again, freeing up some space. Now, over to the PC, you know it, monochrome as well, nice and clean. We have the Fractal Design Meshify C case with an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 CPU with their stock Wraith Prism cooler, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM on an ASRock Steel Legend X570 motherboard, and a Sapphire Nitro Plus RX 5700 XT for the GPU. But keeping the RGB components a pure white, got the white braided cables for the hardware as well. A really clean build to top off a super clean desk setup. Loving everything about this. Again, the symmetrical prints above the setup just makes the actual desk setup itself look a lot more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Got a little secret door there off to the left as well. But man, executed flawlessly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, is a ridiculously clean and minimal office setup from Matthew Encina. If you're not familiar with him or his YouTube channel, definitely check it out. I'll have the actual full video tour down below, which will also then lead you to his channel, obviously. But he put together an absolute masterpiece of a setup. I won't be able to cover everything in his setup, but I'll still put some links down below for you regardless. Starting off, as you can see, for his sit-stand desk, it's the Ergo Sway. This will give him that versatility to obviously, sit down, stand up, change it up a bit, but still keep a really nice and clean desktop. For his monitor, he has an Asus ProArt display. It is a 34-inch, and from this ProArt lineup, it is great for color accuracy, and it's, the more sensible, affordable option versus something like the Apple XDR Pro display. So really liking this. And that, as you can see, is mounted on its own arm, hanging off on the right side here. This is the Ergotron monitor arm. Really nice and flexible. It's got also room for routing cables and stuff. So it's going to help add to the overall clean and minimal look on the desktop so things aren't, hanging down out of sight. And then as for its peripherals, is using both of the Logitech wireless options here with Logitech MX Craft keyboard, which is very popular, and Logitech MX Master Mouse. And they're both sitting on that nice light gray felt desk pad from Grovemade. These are also very popular. See these a lot. Also on his desktop for audio are the Audio Engine A2 Plus speakers, and they're sitting on a Kanto speaker desktop stand. Now, one thing I really like is this minimal looking desktop lamp he has. I checked it out. It's currently not available, but it's just called a Me LED light, and it looks super nice. It's like under $50 and fits in with his setup beautifully. And then next to this setup, to maintain that really clean office space, he's got the really nice pegboards, shelves, the cubbies. Everything here is also like color coordinated, which is just crazy. Got the orange lamp matching the print on the wall. Everything is just so, like, it has a place on purpose. And powering his setup is actually a 16-inch MacBook Pro. So that's what's giving the entire setup its wheels. That you can just, unplug it. He has it hooked up to a CalDigit hub. So that's going to, hook it up to the monitors and stuff. We can just unplug it, take it with him on the go, come back home, dock it back up, and be back in business. Man. And one thing I really love about Matthew's channel is his execution of everything. Like, this setup wasn't just put together on a whim. It was thought out, it was planned, it was sketched out, it was rendered. He had a full vision, and he literally brought it to life, and it looks amazing. Just one of my favorite setups I've ever seen, even though it's not, a dedicated, like, gaming setup, whatever. You guys know we don't just show off gaming setups. It's the office setups. It's the work from home setups. It is everything, and this setup is everything. Like I said before, his channel, dedicated tour, down in the description, go give him some love. Usually we do 5 setups per episode, but there's no following this. I'm calling it early. Alright guys, so that'll wrap it up for episode 250 of Room Tour Project. Hope you enjoyed. And again, a big shout out to Matthew Encina. Definitely check out his channel. Crazy good content, as you saw from his setup. Just really top tier stuff. But if you saw anything you liked today, including his channel, I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below so you can check it all out, plus some very simple instructions on how to submit your setup. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp, and last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good day.